I'm sci-fi writer Casey Hudson, and I'm world-building spaceship races for my Drifting Amalgams universe. Here's how I'm transforming world-building questions and real-world ideas into a hobby and spectator sport. World-building hobbies can add richness to a culture world build, and done well, it can add narrative value once world becomes story. To go from foundation to true cultural aspect, look at the hobby's equipment and environment. Not every hobby needs equipment or environment, but you'll want to look out for aspects that are mundane enough to be ignored. Does your hobby need electricity? Great. How does that work on a different planet? Is your hobby's environment outside? Okay. Does that mean park or forest, mountain or ocean? And is the hobby's equipment and environment vital? Or is it optional? Like binoculars for bird watching, cooking inside versus outside. Remember, this is a hobby that's aligned with your world, so make unique choices and make sure they align with the technology and terrain you've created. World building spaceship races begins with environment. If I don't understand the course, I don't know how to build my spacecraft. So, what's important when looking at race environment? Well, baselining with F1 safety guidelines, I'm looking at layout, topography, and speed. Space layout is tricky though. Micrometeoroids and space junk can damage spacecraft during a high-speed impact, but those are few and far between. Realistically, gravity is a greater navigational challenge, so I'm using gravity from the sun, planets, and moons to pull in the trajectory of my spacecraft. I'll create layouts near or through celestial objects, and I'll use their topography to make the course more difficult. Much of the speed will be seen in straight line racing, but solar systems are in constant motion, so the racers will decide how straight their lines are. No tracks, just start and stop in the right place and ping all the buoys. All my races need now is spacecrafts. As soon as I know what environment racers will pilot, I can start world building ships for my spaceship races. Though humanity isn't quite ready for this sport, there are some real world ideas I can steal from my Drifting Amalgams universe. Much of my inspiration comes from the Orion moon missions. Shields that can withstand negative 550 degrees Fahrenheit to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Check. Powerhouse engines for atmospheric and orbital capabilities. Got that too. A bunch of smaller engines for steering and control? You betcha. But what about shape? The current real-life trend is gumdrop shapes. These balance the need for room in the craft and heat endurance upon re-entry. But I want a bit more flair, so I'm designing mine to look like the species that fly them. A species modeled after the Mexican free-tailed bat. To shield it from atmospheric friction, my pilot will position the ship's underside to face the atmosphere upon approach, just like the retired space shuttle. And just like F1 cars, various aspects of the spacecraft will be adjusted to optimize performance for different race courses. Now, I have a race-ready spacecraft for the ultimate spectator sport. Like the motorsports common on many planets, spaceship races are a test of speed and strategy. Once the competition begins, at a regulated point in space, participants fly the fastest and most efficient routes past multiple proximity-sensitive checkpoints. Journeying into, out of, and through celestial objects, pilots battle gravity and navigate obstacles in hopes of becoming the first to return to the start point. While various leagues may focus on or include different challenges, all races have standard requirements. At least 2 gravitational forces, 1 moving natural formation, and 3 essential thruster activations are mandatory for all sanctioned events. Once a niche activity, spaceship racing gained popularity as the exploits of Reyes Kunthelo became well known. Her ship, the Space Diver, is powered by 1 main and several smaller engines, but it's styled after Tadari Bray physiology, a body composition known for exceptional flight speed in atmosphere. The Space Diver is temperature shielded to withstand temperatures from negative 550 to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And because constant contact with the engineering and pit crew is necessary, a main and backup communication system are maintained. Additionally, data is sent to race engineers to continuously ensure trajectory corrections and degradation monitoring. These communication systems double as a media connection, allowing spectators to enjoy an immersive experience alongside their favorite racer. From hobby to pro sport, spaceship races have become an exhilarating pastime suitable for all. Until next time, keep creating.